Welcome to the weekly wrap, although this time it turned into the fortnightly wrap because last week I was flat on the back with the dreaded COVID. First time I'd got it. Not a very good sick person, I will say. So I'm glad to be back and upright and being able to get around. Just to get started, just want to make sure I recognise our major sponsors, which of course is Oyster Cove Chandlery and Derwent Boat Sales. Just want to thank those guys for the continuing support they're giving the club. Also, just real quick, the club has invested in some marquees to go over where the barbecue area is and up on the top level there, so we've got them on hand all of the time for evenings and functions where we might need a bit of extra cover and we don't need to inconvenience somebody to go and pick up the ones that we've been borrowing and so forth. So what we're endeavouring to do is focus the raffle in on raising the funds to pay for those couple of marquees. We did look for sponsorship and so forth for those marquees, but for various reasons it was very, very difficult and wasn't going to work out the way that we would have liked, so we made the decision just to go ahead and the club get them themselves, and so we're going to endeavour to raise the funds by focusing the upcoming few weeks or however long it takes raffle to raising the funds to pay for those marquees. But I think we're really going to get a lot of value out of them and give us a bit of shelter on some of those drizzly Wednesday evenings and so forth. So it should be great. Also like to wish the Kettering Boats Jazz Player and Planet X all of the best over the New Year period, racing in their Melbourne to Hobart, the Jazz Players in, and the Launceston to Hobart, which Planet X, Dylan and Steve and crew are sailing in. So wish all those guys a good fun race and a safe race also. Another thing that another initiative we're attempting to get off the ground is just encouraging motorboat owners and yacht owners that are sort of more cruising, not necessarily interested in any form of racing, to join the club. And what we're going to do is start to trial a bunch of social activities, and it might be something like cruising in company. We'll go down to, whichever boats are interested, go down to Little Fancy for the day, raft up, head to the beach for lunch, get the families and the kids involved and all of that sort of stuff. Maybe some nav trials or time trials or things like that. Just fun activities where we can get on the water and use our boats in a fun and safe fashion. So after Christmas, if you're around and interested, we'll send out some emails when the weather's looking good and say, hey, there's a bunch of us going to go here if you want to join us. And we can head out for the day and have a good old time. We'll also be sending out a poll, and I really would appreciate everybody's feedback and participation in the poll to get a sense as to what other types of activities, both racing and more social activities, you would like to see in the club. The whole idea is to create a club that is a lot of fun and you really enjoy participating in the activities of the club. So we want to be hearing from you what you think, and please don't get upset if one of your ideas doesn't get a trial or whatever, because it's one thing to come up with an idea, it's another whole thing to make it happen. And as you've seen, like with the 10-metre regatta, it ended up being cancelled, primarily due for weather, but it was very, very difficult to try and get some traction. So we've learned a lot about an event like that, and we're going to take those lessons into next year and see if we can create something potentially just for one day that's going to be a lot of fun for people that like doing that sort of racing. The results for this Wednesday, wherever they've gone. Here they are here on my screen. Division 2 was Pete Swartz in Franklin, who got third place. So well done, Pete. Chris Creera in Maori Lass, better say it properly, got second, and David Bowker on Duet got the nod, got the first place in the podium. So well done to all of those, and I think everyone had a really good evening thanks to the course and everybody on from Planet X. I think we're with Greg to run the committee boat on Wednesday. Fantastic job. A nice bit of breeze. Sailing in shorts and t-shirt all night, which was kind of interesting. Glad finally to get some nice weather to get the legs out. It was terrific. Division 1, Tony Miller got a third in Close Encounters. Well done, Tony. Mick Church came in second in RQ6. And the immediate past Commodore, Mick Burrows, had a fantastic race, won by such a long way. Daylight was just about second in Whirlwind. So well done, the crew on Whirlwind. The next race after Christmas and the New Year will be Wednesday the 4th. That'll be the Twilight. And then there will be on the 7th, that following Saturday, a working bee at the club, 9 o'clock, to tidy it up, ready for the following weekend, which is the Channel Challenge. So the Channel Challenge is on the Friday the 13th. Just looked at that. Friday the 13th, which will be the race from Hobart to Kettering. Saturday will be the Tim Malone Memorial Race. And this year that will be sponsored by Kingston Self Storage. So shout out to Kingston Self Storage for the support that they're putting in to the Tim Malone Memorial Race. It's just fantastic to see. And then on the Sunday, a race from Kettering to Dens Point. So any of the town boats that come down for the event can keep going after the race. So hopefully that will be a great weekend. And as I say, the working bee, if you can show up for that, which is Saturday the 7th, starting at 9 o'clock. So that's it for the final wrap, Kettering Yacht Club wrap for 2022. I'd like to wish everybody an absolutely fantastic Christmas. All the best for 2023. The next wrap will be after the Twilight in January, so that'll be maybe Thursday the 5th, I guess. We'll be getting back into the wrap. So yeah, have a great Christmas. Looking forward to 2023 and having some great sailing, some very enjoyable social events, and really would appreciate your input as to what else you would like to see happening in the club. Very interested in your thoughts, opinions and input. That's it. Thanks for participating in 2022, and hope we get your participation again in 2023. That is all.